So welcome, everyone. I am Michelle Scaff, and I was introduced to LifeVantage 14 years ago by someone who knew me in my corporate career. They reached out and said, "You have to see this science." I watched an ABC News report that changed my life because it changed my health, but it also changed how I live every day. And so my passion today is to help you learn how you can change your life and how you age. Because I don't know, does anybody here like aging? I don't. So let's start with why we age. Dr. Aubrey de Grey, a leading geneticist from Cambridge, states that aging isn't a mystery. It is simply the accumulation of damage in the body, which is damage to your cells. And the single biggest problem that drives the greatest amount of damage is the air we breathe. Oxygen equals oxidative stress. So this story begins in 2005. When the first human study was released, it proved that we could reduce oxidative stress, the biggest cause of damage, in everyone at every age. ABC, PBS, NBC, the Wall Street Journal, and Sanjay Gupta reported on this breakthrough in science. They educated the world on why we age, how our cells get damaged, and most importantly, the science that proves how we can slow it down. So we're going to take a moment and watch a little bit of that ABC News report because they do the best at explaining oxidative stress and this science.
Following is an ABC primetime investigative report that aired in 2005.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life.
It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. Taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
That's probably what got me back to the level of a newborn baby. So what did we learn? We learned that oxidative stress begins in our late teens because our cells stop making these powerful enzymes that protect us from that damage. Our body is kind of like a faucet that slowly shuts down, which causes us to break down. We start traveling up that red line of oxidative stress and damage. So what does Protandim do? It activates a signal in every cell called NRF2, that literally is inside of the cell and is responsible for turning that faucet on every day and get our body making these protective enzymes again, which is why everyone in 30 days went from that red line of damage down to the blue line. A 20-year-old was oxidative stress reduced by 20%, not that much damage, but in an 80-year-old, oxidative stress was reduced by 70% in 30 days. The question is now, do you want to continue on the red line, or would you like to age on the blue line every day and forever? So Protandim is an extract of 5 plants, synergistically proven to be 18 times more potent in this perfect formula in one pill. This is why there are 7 patents protecting this formula and also independent research. Just like ABC, you can go to Google Scholar or PubMed.gov. You can type in oxidative stress, whether it's damage to your heart, your brain, your gut, your skin, your lungs, your blood vessels, your organs, your eyes. Every study proves oxidative stress is the root cause and why it's so important to slow it down. But you can also type in Protandim, and you will see research by leading universities like Harvard, Ohio State, the American Heart Association, the National Institutes on Aging, who conducted research on Protandim. Why? Because they understand that oxidative stress is part of those, or the cause of those diseases that they're researching. And each of those studies proved over and over again that Protandim not only reduces oxidative stress, but that our cells also make other protective enzymes that protect us from other causes of damage and aging. There are over 30 independent studies, and this proving again and again why this is so important. This is just an example of 3 studies of those 30 and the significance of the research results that they found. So this is a breakthrough from supplementation, where we spend billions today thinking that we're going to take a supplement because our body isn't making something. That's the one and done model. You couldn't consume your way out of this problem, versus activating your body to make it again shows that one molecule of Protandim, right, will make antioxidant enzymes that will gobble up 1 million free radicals a second, and then another second and another second. This is the power of the science. It is also why Washington State University said that activating NRF2 may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of health. So our most recent breakthrough in science was collagen. So why collagen? Because just like our cells stop making these antioxidant enzymes and anti-inflammatory enzymes, our cells stop making collagen. The collagen production slows down. The Guardian teaches us of how important collagen is. Of the 20,000 different proteins in the human body, there's one that dominates more than any other. Without it, our cells would simply collapse in on themselves. Our skeleton and blood vessels would disintegrate, and we would be little more than blobs of shapeless tissue. Vital component is collagen. It is the glue. Think of the glue that holds you together. It is also why the collagen market has grown from 9 billion globally and projected to be 18 billion by 2030, which is why I am more than excited right now to introduce Dr. Maria Cutler. Dr. Maria Cutler and her husband, Dr. Joe Liu, who will be joining us on this call, are both incredible friends. They're also advocates for the science of cell activation. And importantly, they have been leading and sharing collagen with their patients for over 20 years. They understood early on how a significant collagen is, so they are pioneers in this market. They are doctors of chiropractic, and they have been for over 26 years. They have a practice in Santa Rosa. They treat patients of all ages, including a number of very accomplished athletes. They love helping their clients receive optimal health, both through chiropractic and functional approaches to healthcare. So with that, I am going to introduce you to Dr. Maria, who's going to share now why collagen and why this collagen is so incredible. So thank you, Dr. Maria, for being here.
Thank you, Michelle. I love Monday nights. I love this half an hour where I get to share about the science of cell activation. I get to share about the health benefits of with you, the Protandim NRF2 and this liquid activating collagen. And I thank you to everyone for being here tonight and for giving us 30 minutes of your time. I hope that you learned something that will benefit you on your health journey. And Dr. Lou and I are here for you. Michelle is here for you. So yes, why collagen and why we've been recommending it for over 20 years to our patients. Collagen is everything. It's everything. And we know the joint health benefits, we know the gut health benefits, and we know the immune health benefits, and it's truly everything. So 90% of the human body is made up of connective tissue, and 90% of that connective tissue is made from collagen. So the definition of connective tissue is a tissue that binds, separates, or supports another connective tissue. So examples of connective tissues are all of our muscles, all of our ligaments, all of our tendons, all the discs in our spine, the meniscus in our knees, the fascia on the bottom of our feet, all of our organs, including our livers, our hearts, our brains, our kidneys, our blood, our nerves, all of our nerve vessels. It's everything. The collagen in our bones, it actually provides like a steel framework, and it gives our bones like a side-to-side flexibility so that we can endure impact. So collagen is everything because connective tissue is what makes us up. When we're talking about gut health, we know that 90% of the gut lining is made from collagen. And we know that 70 to 80% of our immune system is housed inside of our gut. So it's really easy to connect the dots on, optimal gut health with optimal immune health. The issue with collagen with us is in our mid to late 20s, we stop producing collagen at a very high rate. And then to make matters worse, we start breaking down collagen at a very high rate. So that's when we start to see the wrinkles and the age spots and the saggy skin and the cellulite. And that's when we start to feel that it's harder to recover from, a hard workout or an illness, or we get sick more frequently, or, you just start to feel older. And so we start to see and feel the signs of aging and degeneration on the inside as well as the outside. We used to, going back to that previous slide, Michelle, we used to say, to our patients, collagen for hair, skin, nails, joint, and gut on everything, but it's everything. It's nail health, it's premature hair loss or hair loss from COVID. It's like muscle recovery, cushioning joints, gut health, strengthening bones, tissue repair. I mean, collagen is everything. And for over 19 years, we recommended powdered collagen and collagen in capsules because that's all that was. But we have now, for the past year and 3 weeks, been recommending this LifeVantage True Science Liquid Activating Collagen because it is superior and unique to every other collagen on the market because it activates all of the 37 trillion cells that make up the human body to produce collagen. It replenishes or supplements with collagen, and it helps to maintain that collagen that we're producing and that we are supplementing with. And there's nothing else on the market like that. So how does it do it? These 3 key ingredients, and Michelle always says this ruby red quinoa is really the star of the show, and I agree with her. It activates genes to boost collagen production by 5 times. There's no other collagen, like I said, there's no other collagen on the market that activates our cells to produce collagen, but that can list out these genes, this TGM1, this KRT1, this KRT10. I mean, those are genes that are activated that boost collagen production by five times. I get excited about the next 2 lines here. This it activates SOD and catalase. SOD or superoxide dismutase and catalase are very powerful antioxidant enzymes that we produce in our bodies. It activates that SOD gene by 2,700% and the catalase gene by 202%. So I get excited because this is your anti-aging aspect of this particular product. And this is the immune boosting aspect of this particular product. It increases this type 1 collagen gene, this COLA 1A2 production by 42%. So type 1 collagen is the collagen that we see, that's in our skin. So it makes up the most, it's the most abundant collagen in our skin, I'm sorry. By 42%. So this is where we're going to see, the decrease in the depth of the crow's feet. We're going to see the skin firmness. And then and what I love about this collagen too is it helps to absorb collagen and decreases this MMP9 gene. And that is the gene that breaks down collagen. So this is science. These are statistics. These are numbers. You can't make up gene expression. You can't make up science. And this is why we get so excited to recommend this to our patients. The next slide just shows collagen density in an 8-week study. And it's portrayed in the yellow, the color yellow. So on the left, week 0, you see a bunch of green. On the right, you're seeing all that yellow. So that's that increase in collagen density in our skin within 8 weeks. The next ingredient, and this is such an important slide. Most collagens replenish or supplement with 1, 2, possibly 3 types of collagen. We replenish with 10 types of collagen from hydrolyzed marine peptides. So this is another reason why this collagen from a supplemental standpoint is so superior, because it's 10 types versus just 1, 2, possibly 3 types. And then the last ingredients is this citrus berry extract. And this really helps us maintain that collagen, keeping it from being broken down. And I mean, it's kind of silly. Why would we take collagen, or why would we activate our cells to make collagen if we're going to break it down? And so that's another reason why this collagen is so superior and unique. What is not in it, and this is really important for us as doctors of chiropractic and functional medicine doctors, no added sugar, no artificial sweeteners, non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, and soy-free. So these are all clean products. These are all products that are good for you. There's nothing artificial in here, and that's important for us to be able to recommend that. Why liquid? So when you look at this slide, and I love this slide, look at this slide just from a supplemental standpoint, just from a replenishment standpoint, because there are other liquid collagens on the market that are supplemental. But even in a powder, so you mix your powder in with your coffee in the morning, you put it in your green drink or your smoothie in the afternoon, the powdered pieces are still large enough that they make our bodies hard to digest. So you can't absorb anything unless you're digesting something. So at best, with a powdered collagen, you're absorbing maybe 10 to 30% of that scoop that you're putting in your coffee or your smoothie. With a liquid collagen, it's in water, it's water soluble, and it makes it highly bioavailable. So we're getting 90% absorption in a liquid form of collagen. So this is another reason why this particular collagen is so incredible. And then the next slide, Michelle teases me about this. We fought back on these before and afters for a long time, because I didn't want anybody to think that we were promoting the vanity benefits of collagen, even though I appreciate that wholeheartedly. What I like about the before and afters is that it's not demographic specific. If you can stay on this, Michelle, just for a quick second. What I love about this is it's male and female, it's young and old. I mean, we have kids that are taking the Protandim Nrf2. We have teenagers that are taking this liquid activating collagen. We have 90-year-old patients that are taking this liquid activating collagen. It's anybody that takes these products are going to benefit from it. Any type of occupation, whether you're working construction or you're sitting at a desk. And I feel that we're all athletes of some sort, but athletes, non-athletes, those are gardening or knitting. I mean, across the board, everyone that takes these products will benefit from this. So that's why we show the before and afters. And then this last before and after, this is a good friend, Akila. She's on the far left, and this is her before photo. And then on the right is her after photo of just taking these 2 products for 2.5 to 3 weeks. And then my favorite picture is on the right, and that is my very handsome husband, who you'll hear from soon. He's on the far right, and this was taken March 31st with his 2 brothers, and he is not the youngest of his brothers. He's the middle son. His youngest brother is his younger brother's on the far left, and Jim is only younger by 11 months. So in all fairness, Dr. Lou and I and the kids have been taking the Protandim Nrf2 and 2 other cell activators for over 4.5 years. So we've been activated. When this picture was taken, I think Dr. Lou was taking the collagen for about 9 months now. And I think he looks amazing compared to a year ago. He can tell you how he feels. There are hundreds of before and afters. And again, the reason I like them is it shows that anybody and everybody who takes this is going to benefit. So I would just, again, want to thank you. I hope you've learned something. We're going to stick around for questions and answers. Again, Michelle, thank you for asking me to be here. I hope that everyone chooses health and chooses this way of improving your health. And thank you.
First of all, I love you for that, because it's about being proactive and choosing it for your health. So thank you, Dr. Maria. You always, every time I hear you speak, I get inspired. So I am excited to introduce your absolutely handsome, young looking husband. who's not only young looking, he's young at heart and so much fun. I could tell a million stories, but we are so grateful you're both here and taking time. The next part of this is really my favorite part of this call. In the next 10 minutes, which I'm grateful we've got 10 minutes, we're going to try to hold it to 30 minutes. We will go longer if you have more questions, but this is the opportunity to ask your questions. You just learned a lot. We want you to leave understanding what you've learned. And so please, there's no question that's, every question matters. So I'm going to just give it to Joe for a few minutes, just to share a little bit about really with your patients. I mean, first of all, 5.5 years, you didn't start sharing it right away with your patients, but I know you've seen results. So could you talk a little bit about, why, what you're seeing and why?
Yeah, we see, again, the number one reason, or we'll say the number 1 and 2 reason why people see doctors in general, we're talking healthcare practitioners across the board, is low back pain, neck pain, and headaches. So in our office, that's what we see, headaches that are headache and low back pain that are caused from osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, spinal stenosis, herniated discs, and degenerative joint conditions, sprains and strains, but headaches everywhere, ranging from cluster headaches to migraines to tension headaches. So again, that is like the main cause and the source of all these conditions. As we learned earlier too, what's the source of aging and what causes aging and inflammation? So it seems pretty straightforward that treating those conditions and giving patients cell activators versus supplementation, again, which Dr. Cutler said we recommended for all these years, just was kind of a no-brainer. Now, that no-brainer was not a great business decision, and we joke about that every day because what we're seeing, these people with those types of conditions, also things like tendinitis, bursitis, frozen shoulders, knee tendinitis, wrist, elbow problems, all these inflammatory, degenerative joint conditions respond really well to the Protandim Nerve 2 cell activator and also the liquid collagen. So what we do see in the practice is when people take these, we get better treatment outcomes, and we get better just patient satisfaction. They get better faster. And guess what? We've helped so many people be able to prevent surgeries that were slated to go and have, a shoulder surgery or a knee replacement by placing them on that. So again, we're super grateful for the technology and the science of that LifeVantage has to offer. But again, for us, it was easy because we just want people to be the best versions of themselves. And what other way, not only chiropractically, but also things that you can take that will just help optimize that.
Thank you, Joe.